Okay, everyone, this is Valerie Adams. Thank you so much again. This is video number 2, and we are going over setting up the marketing funnel for your Ingreso cybernetical back office. With that being said, I do want to caution, if you have not yet had a chance to actually watch video number 1, please go ahead and stop this video. Watch video number 1, and this way you're using the correct setup and platform, and then remaining and consequent videos are going to be much easier to follow. Okay, so where are we so far? Where we are is we are probably about 4 minutes, well, not quite 4, into the training video that was done by Ingreso. As you can see, what's appearing on the screen looks exactly like the point we're at in the back office. I do want to again give a special thank you to Audrey for allowing me to be able to use her resources. So thank you so much again. And with that being said, let's go ahead and we're going to start with where we are here. So let's go ahead and hit play. Okay, I just want to quickly pause. Let's go back over to our back office, but there's a couple of things that I wanted to point out. One of which is that at this point, if you have not set up your autoresponder, which the training video is actually going to walk you through all of the steps in order to do so, okay? And in the interest of time, we won't run this video in conjunction with actually listening to each step. Okay, that'll save you a little bit of time. But I do want to mention, if you haven't done that, do not hit setup. You do have to set up your autoresponder campaign, so you need to go through those steps so that it populates a form ID so that you can put that in this field here. Not doing so will mean that when you set up your marketing funnel and people actually click on your new link, they will not have a place to actually be able to put in their contact information, which is what actually helps you to be able to market to them over and over. Now, where do we go in order to get attached to? If you're using Aweber like I am, then you're going to actually set up the campaign on your own. If you're going to use Magic Responder, which is what comes with your Business Center in Ingreso, then you're actually going to come here over to products, and then you're going to click on Autoresponder Service, And then that will actually bring up in a separate tab your Magic Responder account, okay? If you have never clicked on that option, you may need to create your account, which means that you'll supply username and password and all those good things in order to get to this actual screen here that we're looking at, which is what is your dashboard, okay? So try very much to follow exactly where he is in the video. Let's try not to skip ahead, okay? So with that being said, let's go back over to the video now. Now, just one side note. I know that what we're looking at is the fact that he actually has campaigns on his account. You're not supposed to have any yet, so I don't want you to feel like you missed any steps. He's going to start taking you through each step so that you know how to create and or import campaigns. Okay, so this step right here is probably the most time consuming. It is well worth every second that you invest here so that you actually know how to do it. This is the missing loophole that many people have neglected in all of their internet marketing campaigns, which is the sole reason why a lot of people are not making money. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's click play. Okay, now I want to pause. Let's make sure that the campaign code is actually working. In the tab that you have playing the training video, the campaign code is here at the bottom. It looks like it is not the same code. So if you look at the screen and you look at the numbers on the screen, and then you actually look at what's in the post, the campaign codes are not the same. So let's actually go ahead and copy what's in the post on YouTube, not what is actually on the training video, and let's make sure that works. Okay, so we're going to go back over here. Okay, and we're going to go to Autoresponder on the Magic Responder tab. Okay, look like Audrey has really done a great job because she has a couple of campaigns already set up. Way to go, Audrey. We're going to click on Import Campaign. Okay, now campaign name, okay, so that she knows Val Set Up, and this is just for testing purposes, Val Setup of Marketing Funnel. And then we're going to drop in his share code, and let's hit import and let's see if that works. Okay, that is an invalid code. So now let's go back up, okay, and let's grab the code that is actually on 203. Let's grab the code that's actually on the training video. And let's see if that works. 93 63578 and then 78893. Let's see if this works. So we're going to type in a campaign name and we're going to type in these numbers. Okay. And let's click import and let's see if it's a working campaign code. Okay, and that one also says invalid campaign code. Okay, so with that being said, okay, and we can see other people have posted a few messages, campaign codes are not working. That really is not good, especially with an organization of this size. But let's do this. Okay, let's go over to Facebook. Okay, and let's go to the Ingreso Cybernetico fan page. Ingreso Cybernetico. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think this one is it. 2,000 people as part of the community. Okay. Okay, and let's see if we can actually find, let's see if we can find any type of campaign codes, okay? Because that would actually be a great place to start. So let's do control find and let's type in campaign. And there's no hits. Let's type in code. And there's no hits there. Okay. So let's do this. Let's look at the videos and see if there's anything there. Oh, surprising. No videos on the Ingreso Cybernetico site or fan page. Okay, and let's go back over to timeline. And once again, let's see if there's any hits there. If anyone has actually posted a valid code. And that will help us to progress with our setup. Okay. So let's see here. I don't see anything here. Oh, that's a nice picture. Okay, let's see if we see anything. I see nothing at all. Okay, I am going to try one more thing. I am going to go to Google and I'm going to type in valid Ingreso Cybernetico campaign code. And let's see if we get something that will help us to continue to progress with setup. Okay, I apologize everybody, since we're recording, the queuing is a little bit slow. But hang tight, we should be loaded here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and type in the name just in case we actually find a valid campaign code. Okay. And if we don't find a campaign code, then what I might have to do for all of us is to create one. Okay, let's see. That's February, April. Here's one from October. Go articles. I do not see any of the codes. Okay. Let's see if this gives us anything. And I see nothing. No valid codes whatsoever. Okay, so with that being said, okay, what I'm going to do is I am now going to go back one page. Uh-oh. Continue. Okay, and we're going to go back to Autoresponder. Okay, and we're going to click on Create New Campaign. Okay, and we're going to give it a name. And I know this is completely outside of training, but these are things that after you have actually gone through setting up marketing funnels once or twice, then you get really good. Customize marketing campaign. Okay, see above. Okay, manager's name, we'll just put Valerie Adams. Email address, we'll just put Lines. Company name, we're going to use Audrey, so we keep everything congruent. Company URL, let's go back over to her link, and we're going to get the funnel link. This is in English, and we're going to drop that right into the campaign. Okay, name of email sender, we're going to use hers. Email of the email sender, and let me go and grab her email address. Hang tight for me. Unexpected road that we're traveling, but I really want you guys to get a good feel for, you know, just navigation, letting nothing, absolutely nothing, stand in your way in an effort to always make sure that you can move your business forward. Okay, so with that, there's her email address. I'm going to dump that in here. Hopefully I'm using the right one. We're going to keep campaign on English. We won't change that. Okay. Subscription confirmation. So here's where it's basically asking you, how do you want the campaign to behave? On which page of your website you want to send to people when they confirm their subscription. Okay. So when someone confirms their subscription, okay, this is the funnel link. Where we basically want them to go is, we're going to go back to my referral links for just a second. Okay, I'm timed out. Let me log back in here. Audrey B. Okay, so we're going to go to my referral links. And where we want people to come to is, we want them to come to this page here. And let me just show you what that looks like. Okay, so we want them to come to the place where they're actually going to see the overview of the products, and then basically be able to get a complete feel for everything that we do, the products, the whole nine. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to take this link again, right from here, okay, Control C, and we're going to dump it into the campaign. External URL, and we're going to dump that in here, okay? On which page of your website you want to send people to when they unsubscribe. We're going to leave that as the URL and a landing page that's already been designed by Magic Responder. This is real custom. Instead of you having to create an unsubscribe page, they basically have already done that for you. Okay? Now, next, confirmation messages. Okay? You want to leave these brackets that say name it's going to pick up the name of the person that actually opted into your page. Okay, so we want to leave that the same. Message, you can basically put customized fields here. Okay, let's do this and let's basically stick with name. Okay, and then what you can see is here is where you can basically type in what you want people to see once they have confirmed their subscription. So here's their name, space. Thank you for subscribing to receive information and marketing techniques to help you in business. That sounds much better than the other. Forgive me for thinking outside of the box. To confirm your subscription, please follow the link below to copy and paste the URL in your browser. Once you have confirmed your subscription, check inbox for the free marketing book that will follow. Cheers. Okay. Now let's talk about that. When you have your marketing funnel set up, you're basically going to get an email notice from Magic Responder when anyone opts in. When you get that email, immediately you want to email and to address opt-ins. What I do is I will send an email thanking them for confirming subscription to my mailing list. Here's your free gift, and I will literally send them a link to one of the marketing books that I basically have on my site and also on my Facebook. This is real important, my Facebook group. Okay, so here's the verbiage. Email signature, you want to put your name here. And you can also add something else. See you at the top. I've always loved this. And if you wanted to put your number, you could. Okay, I won't put my number. But if you wanted to put your phone number, add your phone number in here. Okay, if you want to put where they can send you an instant message on Facebook, you can put that here. Let me go pull up the one for Audrey so I can use her link. There we are. Okay, Control C, here she is. We're going to close this guy. And then we're going to add the link to Facebook. Okay. And from here, double opt-in, what that means is basically that when someone puts in their email address, they get an email from Magic Responder asking them to confirm their subscription, which they have to do that. That's double opt-in. That's a good thing to have in place so that it protects your email account against spam. Okay. Get notified when lead opt-in. This is important. You want to be notified. So you will put your name here. Okay. And then you want to put the email address. Let's go back over to Gmail. You want to put the email address where you want emails to come when someone opts into your page. Okay, so that's real important. Okay. Here is Audrey, and we're going to copy her email address. And I'm hoping that this is the right one. Okay, so her email address is going to go right there. Okay, and you do want to select a time zone This is correct for Audrey, so I'm going to leave it the way it is. And then you want to click Create Campaign. Okay? So, now what we have done is we have circumvented the fact that the campaign code is not valid on the training video, so that now we can literally pick up with where we are in training, with the exception that we are now going to skip over importing the campaign because it wasn't valid. Okay? So with that being said, we're going to stop here and then we will pick up with video number 3. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.